ever think of math as, like, beautiful? I
Yeah.
mean, beyond, like, getting the right answer, is there something else there?
Interesting question.
We're going deep on Bertrand Russell today.
Oh, cool.
Philosopher and mathematician.
Right.
And he saw math as more than just a tool,
Okay, yeah.
like a whole world of beauty and truth.
A lot of people might be surprised to hear that. We've got some of Russell's own writing.
Oh, wow.
Plus a really interesting article about his views on, teaching math.
That's awesome. This is for anyone who, like, felt a little intimidated by math in school or, maybe just never thought of it as, I don't know, like an art.
Right, exactly. So one of the big things about Russell is he thought math was valuable even beyond, like, the practical stuff.
Okay.
He saw beauty in it, kind of like art or music.
He even compared it to sculpture, right?
Yeah, he did.
There's that amazing line where he says, mathematics, rightly viewed, possesses not only truth, but supreme beauty, a beauty cold and austere, like that of sculpture.
It's powerful imagery, right?
It is.
He's really asking us to kind of shift how we see math.
Yeah.
Most of us, we learn it as a means to an end, like build stuff, balance our budgets, whatever.
Right.
But Russell wants us to appreciate it, like we would a painting or a song.
So instead of just like the hammer, we're seeing the statue the hammer made.
Exactly, exactly. And this idea of beauty ties into something else he was big on, math as a path to truth and reason.
It's almost like how Plato thought about math,
Yeah.
this divine thing connecting us to something bigger.
I mean, not every mathematician's going to go for the divine part, but that feeling of, like, uncovering truth, that's definitely there.
Like when a concept just clicks.
Yeah.
And everything makes sense.
Exactly. That's the kind of truth Russell's talking about. And he believed that that experience, that click of mathematical truth, could actually, like, shape how we think, even our morals.
So math isn't just numbers, it's about how we understand the world.
Precisely. And that's where his emphasis on logic gets really important.
Yeah.
He thought it was key to understand the logic behind the math, not just memorize formulas. Like, if you just focus on memorizing and, like, the real world uses,
Yeah.
he thought that actually stops people from seeing how amazing math is.
It's like giving someone a paintbrush, right?
Right.
And you say paint a house,
Yeah.
but you never let them just, paint for fun.
I love that analogy. That's perfect.
Thanks.
Russell thought that's how we end up not trusting math, like it's just rules someone made up.
When it's really about figuring things out.
Right, exactly. And figuring things out, that's important.
Yeah.
Russell actually thought math should start with building up a belief in reason,
Okay.
like having confidence that you can demonstrate things.
So not just like taking formulas on faith.
No, it's about understanding why they work, seeing the logic.
Gotcha. He even said to start with geometry, not algebra.
Yeah, he did.
Really? Why geometry?
Well, it's visual, right? You can grab someone's attention before getting all abstract with algebra.
That's true.
Think about it. You've got shapes, patterns. It's a more concrete way to start thinking mathematically.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's more, I don't know, hands-on.
Exactly. You start with something you can actually see and work with.
Right.
Then you can start connecting those visual things to, bigger math ideas.
This is not just formulas, but how everything fits together.
Exactly. That connection, that's part of the beauty for Russell.
Yeah.
He didn't like how math is often taught all piecemeal.
Like separate pieces, yeah.
Yeah, where you learn a formula but not the why behind it or how it connects to other math.
So it makes you realize math is a system, not just random rules.
That's it. And this whole idea of unity in math, that leads us to something else Russell loved. Symbolic logic.
Oh, wow. Symbolic logic.
It might sound scary, but it's actually really elegant.
Okay.
Think of it like this. We use symbols, equations, for relationships between numbers, right?
Yeah.
Well, symbolic logic, it uses symbols for the relationships between statements themselves.
So it's like the grammar of math. Makes it super precise.
You got it. And Russell thought symbolic logic, that was the basis of all pure math. The language for expressing math, the truth, perfectly clearly.
And this is where Russell's work gets really important, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to break math down to its core.
Exactly. He wanted to show that all math knowledge, from basic arithmetic to like calculus and all that, could come from just a few basic axioms. It's like finding the blueprint of the whole math building.
Wow. That's amazing. But like, for someone who's not a mathematician, what's the takeaway here? How do we start seeing the beauty that Russell did?
That's the key question. I think for Russell, it's about seeing math not as something you have to learn, but something you can choose to explore.
Like, we got this map to this amazing place, but we're so busy getting somewhere specific, we don't enjoy the scenery.
I love that. It's so true. And exploring math, it can be full of surprises, just like exploring a new place.
So how do we start to see it that way, like Russell did?
I think it starts with just being curious, like willing to ask questions, to go beyond the formulas and equations and see what's really there.
So not just plugging in numbers, but asking, why does this work? Like, what's the bigger idea here?
Exactly. And remember, you don't got to be a math genius to appreciate it.
Right.
Like, you don't have to be a musician to enjoy music,
Yeah.
right? You can still be amazed by math, even if you're not, you know, a mathematician.
It's more about being open to the experience, yeah.
Yeah. Let yourself be surprised. You might even find you love math and never knew it.
So next time I'm struggling with a math problem, maybe I should just, like, take a breath and see the beauty in it.
Exactly. Appreciate the journey, not just the destination.
That's a good way to put it. Thanks for this deep dive. It's really made me think about math in a whole new way.
My pleasure. Russell's ideas, they really challenge us to see math as something more.
Yeah, not just something we have to do, but something we can actually enjoy.
Exactly. A world full of beauty and logic just waiting for us to explore it.